Beers and BS live from MetLife Stadium with the Giants' last home season game with the win over our hated Eagles, 27-10. Let's go, Blue!
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House, and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast.
What's going on?
We are your hosts. From left to right, we got Mike, Joey, and I'm Adrian.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Episode 11.
Episode 11, yes. Right? Who would have thought? Right? Who would have thought back at episode like 1 and 2, we'd be at episode 11?
Keep going at it, baby.
Behind the glass down there, down south, is Gabe, our producer. Say hello.
What's up, Gabe?
What's up?
What's up?
As always, fellas, we start the show with what are you drinking? Mike, what are you drinking tonight?
I kept with the Samuel Adams family, and I went with the Samuel Adams cherry wheat.
Ooh, how is that? You like that?
It's actually not bad.
Really?
Yeah.
It
tastes like honestly, I was tasting like Tootsie Roll. I don't know why.
Tootsie Roll?
Yeah, Tootsie Roll.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, is it one of, because I would think maybe 1, 2, but.
No, I'm on number 3 already.
And that's what you compare it to, a Tootsie Roll.
Honestly, the flavor when I first started drinking it, I was like, wow, it's got like a Tootsie Roll flavor. I don't know. To me.
Well, there's a strawberry Tootsie Roll, right?
This is cherry.
Oh, cherry. Okay, well, whatever. Forget what I said. Joe, what do you got? What are you drinking?
All right, I got something that I've never seen before. It's 7% alcohol.
Ooh.
It's called Another One.
Another one.
And another one.
By Maine Beer Company. And their slogan is "Do What's Right."
Can I see that bottle?
Yeah, it's
nice.
It's pretty. It looks very
clean.
Generic.
Yeah.
Clean.
No frills.
And yeah, it's a nice light
7%
IPA.
is no joke though.
Yep.
Did you
Mike,
buy
can you open that for me, buddy?
Did you buy that at Aldi?
What's that?
Did you buy that at Aldi?
I did not.
No.
I bought that at the beer distributor up the road.
Very nice. Very nice. I want to try that.
Yeah.
I got tonight. It's
Ooh, that was nice.
that was
Nicely
very nice.
done.
Right, almost right in my face. It is West Coast Juice Bomb. It's an IPA. As you guys all know, I love my IPA. 7.2% alcohol volume, and this is from Sloop Brewing, and it's a local brewery, kind of upstate from us. As you all know, we're on Long Island, and it's about a 3-hour trip in Dutchess County, Long Island. I'm sorry, New York, and 3 hours from Long Island, and it's actually very good.
Yeah,
never had it before. They have different kinds of juice bombs. This one's the West Coast Juice Bomb.
Nice.
So
enjoy. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cool. Cheers.
Salud.
Salute.
It's fucking pouring out there.
Boy.
We are in the midst of our second nor'easter, I think.
Second nor'easter in 4 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And there's no signs of it stopping. It should go all night too. So.
Yeah. So I hope everybody is safe out there, and good luck. Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mike, you're off tomorrow, right?
No, I actually have to go in. I have 2 deliveries. It's my luck. I always get caught out in the rain for a delivery. So.
Where do they deliver it? Like they'll just drop it off on the site?
No, a big flatbed truck comes, and I have to go out there with the forklift and fucking in the middle of 7th Avenue in the middle of pouring rain.
Oh man.
Yeah, and unload it with the forklift, put it behind the barricades. Yeah.
Wow.
Won't feel bad for me.
I know. That's all right.
You got good. You got
the
good,
life we chose.
You got good rain gear.
No,
not
at all.
That was a quick no.
No.
All right.
All right, guys. I want to start off. I want to talk about something that happened very recently, kind of like, staying on top of current events. Did you guys hear about that Alaskan airline from Oregon to California?
Yes.
And the panel?
I heard about it, yes.
You guys.
I haven't seen any footage.
No.
Okay.
But I read an article, and I was confused of actually what part of the plane came ripping off, because they called it a door something or other.
It's like a panel.
And they had they had a diagram of it. Still, I like without a visualization, I'm lost. I couldn't fucking.
Gabe will play a video, right? You'll play a video during when we go live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. It was. Thank goodness it was only going. Well, here's a video. Right? Is this a video right now?
Yeah.
Look at Gabe's all over it.
But they have like 178
I can't hear anything.
passengers.
I can't hear anything. I have some notes over here though, but it said Friday's incident saw the plug door panel fly off the California-bound aircraft at approximately 16,000 feet as it climbed to cruising altitude after departing from Portland, Oregon.
That's not a panel. That's the fucking door.
Look at that, dude. Look at that.
Shit.
Look at that. Can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine?
No. Look, that's
that.
the door.
That is, how can they call that a fucking panel?
Yeah.
That's
Are
the
you
door.
kidding me? It has hinges and shit. No.
Yeah. That's, that looks like a door to me.
Bro, imagine having that fucking seat right there.
Yeah.
Look, he has
Oh
no
my
shirt
God.
on. What the fuck is
This guy's shirt flew right off his body. Look at that.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. That's great. Gabe, way better than the video I sent you. Good job.
This is the last fucking video I needed to see.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly.
Joey doesn't even like driving past the airport.
No. I don't even like jumping.
No,
Talking
so
about
I
being
jumped out of an airplane once, at Skydive Long Island, and I did the tandem jump where you have an instructor strapped to your back, right?
Yeah.
And believe me, it was frightening. You're up 10,000 feet in the sky, 90 miles an hour in this tiny piece of shit plane, and you got to climb out into the wing, and then like go.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, no. So, but once you do that, right, and you experience that, and the parachute pops at like I guess 3,000 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're coasting on the parachute. In a situation like what just happened in Alaska Airlines, if you had access to a parachute, you wouldn't be scared at all. You fucking jump right the fuck out of that thing.
Okay. So, yes, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Maybe not everybody. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe, you have to try to experience it once, and then you're like, all right, I'm prepared.
Well, if you did, you mean, in other words, if you jumped out of a plane prior to that happening,
Yeah.
you think instinct kicks in where you're like, okay.
If you had access to a parachute,
Okay.
I got to be honest, those fucking people looked pretty calm.
Well,
They did,
what was
right?
I
going on.
said the same thing. Like when I was sitting there watching the video yesterday, when I first heard about this, and the people not in that direct row, but the row behind, like they're just hanging on. You know what I mean? Hanging out. So they were saying that because ready. Bear with me for a moment. I'm just looking at my notes here. Okay. This was a quote from somebody. I don't know with the airline. Okay. If we think about a cruise altitude of about 30,000 or 35,000 feet, what is happening at that time? Flight attendants are providing service to the passengers.
Mhm.
Passengers are up and moving. People are out of their seatbelts. People are in lavatories. This would have been a much different scenario.
Absolutely.
Okay. And no doubt, thank goodness they were only just kind of like,
Yeah, because what happens, like, it
Us and
depressurizes, right?
Right.
Everything
Yeah.
gets
Us and-
sucked out of that fucking hole.
yeah.
So,
man.
do they know yet human error, or is it just
I
did the
don't-
door fail?
I mean, human error for the fact that they were allowed this plane to fly. That's human error to me. But they were saying that they were getting alerts prior and
On prior flights.
yes, prior flights. And Mike brought this up that he heard that they were only allowing this particular aircraft, to fly over land, not water.
Right.
So this is like, think about, so this is coming
Oh my
from
God, man.
Portland, Oregon to, I don't know exactly where it was going to in California, but Oregon and California, not a long
No.
flight. You know what I mean? Not a long flight at all. So you're going over land the whole time. So the first thing I
putting your
said,
life at risk,
oh, dude, you know how traumatizing that is? You know how traumatizing that is to be on a plane and the fucking door flies
Those
off?
people are flying for free for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Bare
hope
minimum,
I
right?
hope they get more than that. You know what I mean? But so the first question, I'm sitting there and watching this. I'm watching the news with my wife, and the first thing I said, I was like, "Where the hell can you?" I go, "This thing had to land somewhere, right?" Can you imagine? You just whatever, driving, hanging out in your backyard, whatever. This fucking door like lands on you.
No.
Thank goodness it didn't. It landed in someone's backyard, but it didn't. Nobody got hurt.
Right.
And that's like supposedly from what they were saying, like this is huge that they were able to find it because now they could sit there and try to
Analyze
dive
it.
into it and analyze and find out exactly what went wrong. But it's like, oh my God.
I heard
imagine
they also
that?
found several cell phones in people's backyards from being sucked out as well. I mean,
Yeah. No, I was,
Thank God it was no human
Yeah.
beings getting sucked.
exactly. This, I mean, could have been so much worse.
Oof.
So much worse.
I've been
but
on
it's
I've been
still-
on a plane before. I was flying into Chicago, and there was some wind that came sideways to the plane, and we were just feet off the ground, and they had to ditch the landing, and the pilot just kept going, took off again.
Really?
Wow.
Pull back off.
Freaked
And,
me. It freaked me out. I was
Well,
like,
where'd
oh
you go?
shit! They had to circle around and do it again.
I
It's
think
just there was
pilot.
such a strong gust that the wind or that the plane went sideways, and it was like, "Fuck, I'm aboard."
That's
I'm
a-
aboard the
That's,
landing.
yeah, that's scary. So now I wanted to ask you guys. So like Mike, you and I have flown together multiple times. You know what I mean? You're a good flyer. You know,
Yeah, no, it doesn't really bother me.
I'm a good flyer. It doesn't bother me. Joey, I've never flown at you, but I know you know, you have reservations as far as getting.
And I've gotten a lot better. I mean, I have flown a little more frequently than I used to. But up until I was in my 20s, I was fucking holding hands with strangers, like with no issues going on in the plane.
I experienced some turbulence. It was remember the Colorado flight?
Yes.
The turbulence was insane.
Well,
It lasted a long time. That's the problem.
yes. Then that's what I want to ask you. Have you guys ever been? Because I have had an experience, and I'll get to it. I'm saying, but I just want to know: have you guys ever had experience where it was like really bad turbulence? Any kind of like bad experience where you're like, oh my god, this is it.
I have. I had the masks dropped out.
No.
The luggage compartments opened.
Get
Wow.
the fuck
Nothing
out of
fell out. It was they warned us. They said we're going to have some turbulence. Seatbelt signs went on, but it was more than everyone expected.
here. Wow. It's scary.
I think we dropped. We had to drop thousands of feet.
And where were you flying out of?
I was on my way to London.
Wow. So that's a long flight.
So we were
over the Atlantic.
How far into it?
maybe halfway.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
you still had like a long time.
Yeah, oh,
after that.
I mean, nobody else looked as scared as I was. So I saw those masks come down.
Oh,
and I
man,
was-
yeah.
I've never had that.
No,
Have you?
no, hell
No?
no, no.
So you have a story at all? No.
No, frightening. No, I mean the worst I experienced was you were on the flight in Colorado. Yeah,
Really?
I mean honestly, because it kept happening and happening, and you just question the strength of the fucking body of the plane. Like, how is it taking this beating like
Yeah.
this? Without coming apart. But no, I mean, I don't really fear it. Yeah.
So, me, 2 years ago, right around this time, I guess it would be 2022. I was in Nashville. We went there to visit family. I was supposed to fly back. Me and my family were supposed to fly back. Actually, my daughter didn't come with us. It was just my wife and my son. We were supposed to fly back on the 30th. Okay, December 30th. They canceled our flight. JetBlue canceled our flight, okay, out of Nashville to JFK. So we got on a flight the next day, New Year's Eve. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. We were flying home New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, we were flying home. We got a flight on New Year's Day. So, I mean, first off, thank goodness we were staying with family, because they cancel your flight. You're not getting a hotel in Nashville on New Year's Eve.
No.
You know what I mean? No way. So thank goodness we were staying with family. Anyway, so flying home New Year's Day. Some of the I've been on a lot of flights. Some of the worst turbulence I've ever experienced in my life. So my wife is sitting with my son, and I'm sitting in an aisle seat across from them. So there's a woman sitting directly behind my wife who's got a newborn. Well, I don't know if it's a newborn, but
But a baby.
under 2 years old that she's holding in her lap,
Yeah.
right? This poor woman is getting sick in a bag because of the turbulence. She's throwing up in the bag. She's got some stranger next to her holding her infant child. Okay.
while she's getting sick.
While she's getting sick, because what do
Yeah,
we do?
no,
You know what I mean?
right,
Yeah. So this stranger's holding her baby. There's a woman about 2 rows behind me now,
Yakking.
crying like if I could only see her face, like the ugly crier,
Yeah.
like she was crying, she was hysterical, and this went on for about 10 minutes. And like I said, I'm looking across to my wife. We didn't say a word to each other. We just kind of kept making eye contact, but we didn't say a word to. That was the worst. I'm the first time in my life flying. I was like, wow, this is scary. This might not be it. And I'm saying to myself the whole time, I'm like, fucking JetBlue. We were supposed to fly home yesterday. These fucking JetBlue. You know what I mean? That's the whole time I'm thinking, So whatever, man. That whole experience was very scary. Thank goodness everybody was okay. But that brings me to like, are you guys, so we talked about flying, we talked about like, story, but are you guys like superstitious?
No.
You have no kind of like regimen or anything you do, or?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
And my buddy got me started on this, and I've done it every time I've flown for years. As I'm entering the aircraft, I just do it very discreetly. I just knock on the plane 3 times.
Oh, really?
1, 2, 3.
That's like OCD.
1, 2, 3. Boom. That's it. Every fucking time. Shout out to Ryan. He did that, and I flew a few times with him, and I was nervous, and he did that, so I started doing that, and it's just a thing now.
Hey, whatever takes your mind off of it.
I don't do anything.
Oh, but something. Remember the flight to Arizona, and the lady had the baby, and the baby was crying, and she was doing everything she could.
Oh yeah, right next. Next to me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, next to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god! I thought she was gonna smother the poor baby.
I know, but she was a young mom too.
Yeah, no, she was trying to be courteous, because the baby was like,
Yeah.
But Joe, she was like manhandling the baby. I was like ready to tell her, listen, lady, it's okay. Let the baby cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
right? It was getting a little uncomfortable.
Maybe a little bit, but it didn't like I looked at her and I'm like, it's okay. And I was like, the kid was freaking cute, man.
Yeah.
Real cute. And finally, the baby went to sleep, but like, I'm looking at like nobody cares. You know what I mean? It's all right.
I've been on a flight before, young parents with their baby, before the flight took off, they handed out cookies to everybody.
Oh, wow.
And
Say sorry prior to that.
Yeah, and it had a little message on it. I don't remember what it said, but
that's so cute.
It was a nice
courteous,
surprise.
right?
It was,
you know what I mean?
Like they knew 20 people around them were going to be fucking miserable for 3 hours. So they were trying to help that situation. But
you appreciate that.
Yeah. According to the National Center for Atmospheric Research, turbulence alone cannot crash a modern commercial aircraft.
I don't believe that.
Man, you feel the way that shit.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Right?
Yeah, because what it does to a plane, I'm sorry, whatever. I know these people are way smarter than I am, but I don't believe it.
It's hard to imagine these planes just lift off and fly and glide.
Yeah,
all the weight, right?
Oh man!
Every time I get on a plane, I think about that. I'm like, we're in a fucking tube.
Yeah,
we're in a tube flying across the country right now.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
They perfected it though.
Did they? Did they though?
I think so.
Yeah. They didn't.
They had to work on the doors a little bit, but
Excuse me.
The flying aspect they got down.
I don't know. Like I said, thank goodness. But so all right, now Joey.
Yeah,
I think of anybody at this table. When you drive past a church, do you make the sign of the cross?
No,
No.
I'm not like that.
Okay. Because I was thinking about superstitions. That's why.
Yeah. I may have prayed on a flight or two, but I'm not really religious. So.
How about like knock on wood?
Well,
I knock on wood all the time. All the time.
So do I.
I say something, I knock on wood all the time. Even talking about somebody, like God forbid you talk about. I know I bring up Seinfeld a lot on this show, but like, do you remember when they were talking about the ugly baby?
No.
You don't remember that episode?
I think,
right?
Yeah, they went to go visit someone's baby.
And if you sit there, my wife does this all the time. She's like, if you criticize somebody about the way they look for whatever reason, it could be what they're wearing. It doesn't mean like a physical, feature. She's like, oh my God. She's like, you better knock on wood. You better say something. You're going to get a pimple.
It's going to come back and get you.
Yeah. No, Joe, Joey, you make the sign of the cross.
I don't. I really don't.
I would think you did.
Yeah, I've seen people do it, and then they do the little fucking kiss at the end.
Yeah.
So do you believe in bad luck?
I believe I have bad luck.
You do?
Oh, I'm the world's worst gambler, bro. I love it, but it doesn't love me.
Gambling does involve some skill, I guess. Depending on what game
it does, but it involves a ton of luck, and some people just so fucking lucky,
Joe, do you want to know about 10 years ago? Right, Mike. He might have been writing a book. I don't know, but he said he had a foolproof method to roulette.
Roulette, yeah. If I have some time.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
It worked a couple times, Joe, but it hasn't worked lately.
He hasn't quit his job, if you haven't noticed.
I like roulette.
Fuck, man.
Right?
Yeah, no, yeah. you're 100% right. I don't want to tell my secret, but
But that's what I was sitting there thinking. I was like, I mean, yes, I guess I do believe in bad luck because I will knock on wood. I will knock on wood, if something happens. Even say something good, like I don't want to say it right now because I don't want to jinx it, right?
no, some people are just lucky, bro. I work with this kid Morgie. If guys, Morgie.
Did you say Morgie?
Morgie.
Okay. Is his name Morgan?
No, it's Morgan Stern, his last name, but we call him Morgie.
Wait, his last name's Morgan Stern? Is it Morgan Stern?
No, Morgan Stern.
Okay.
Dude is the luckiest dude I ever met, bro. He hits like 16 fucking leg parlays. They raffles for work. He's getting fucking football tickets. Like he wins everything he touches.
Yeah,
just a lucky kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see it. It's not just him. Like some people like me are unlucky. I played a lotto to the day I died, but I don't think I'm ever gonna hit.
you play it every week.
Yeah,
Do you?
twice a week.
Do you?
3 times a week.
You do it online?
I played the Mega, the Powerball, and the regular Lotto every week.
Now there's an app to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Jack Pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I play now.
I'm more of a scratch off guy.
Yeah. Are you lucky in scratch offs?
No.
I like the daily numbers.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you hit? You box them? You hit them straight?
I don't play as often as I used to. I used to play a lot, and once in a while you hit it. Not very often, but it feels good. You get a little bit of your money back when you hit it.
I like that instant. You know what I mean? Like I want to know.
Scratch it off.
I want to know right now.
Yeah.
Did I win or not? One time I did, like for my birthday, I got scratch offs and I let it roll. I kept so I got a bunch of scratch offs and then I took the winning and I bought more scratch offs and I just kept doing this and doing this. Like no more money out of my pocket. I was just kind of playing with the winnings. And I probably let it probably lasted me like a little over 3 weeks.
Wow.
So, it was a pretty
exciting.
It was a pretty decent run. Yeah.
You get that gambler's rush.
I mean, and it's never, I'm not winning $2,500 or anything like that. Like I'm only, $20, so I'll buy, a few more.
I bought a whole pack of lucky sevens. I think it was the whole
roll.
pack, $250. That was $1 scratch off, and I think I won like fucking $22.
Oh my god!
Wait, so
that's such bullshit.
So you won like $272?
No. I returned only $22.
Oh my goodness! Are you serious?
Yeah.
He lost $230.
Yeah. So now you guys all right, I know you, Mike. I know you have. I don't know if you've done it recently and stuff. Are you guys big casino guys?
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah.
Since kids and shit though, I don't go very often. But when I was single, I fucking loved the casino.
Really?
Yeah.
Atlantic City, Foxwoods.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you go to Foxwoods, right?
No, actually, lately, me and my wife, we like the Mount Airy. It's a tiny casino, but it's clean. It serves our purposes. She loves the slot machines. There's plenty of slot machines.
I'm so fucking pissed right now. Sorry. I have a fucking slot machine sound. It's not fucking working. And we talked about slot machines 3 times already.
Just for the audience, if you don't hear any sound effects, okay, and you don't see why Joey's so upset, it's because I think he broke the soundboard.
Fuck.
But we're having testicle difficulties this season.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, no. So Mount Airy is our casino of choice recently, but we visit them all. Actually, we are not allowed at the Mohegan Sun. No, I'm not saying not allowed, but my wife will not allow us to go back to the Mohegan Sun in Pennsylvania anymore because, we were done gambling, and we go into the elevator.
Oh my god.
And I get her in the corner of the elevator, and I was just playing around, dancing around, but I was jumping really hard.
Uh-oh.
And it fucking stopped the elevator in between fucking floors.
Oh, man. You must have been jumping up and down viciously for that to happen.
On the contrary, I be honest with you, I mean, they had to go to the videotape. They were going to charge me for the fucking, because,
Are you serious?
It got stuck in between floors. They had to call the fire department. It was a fucking mess.
How long were you stuck in there?
About 45 minutes.
Wait, did you have to climb out of the hatch? Oh no.
No. But it was, I had to lift my wife. It was in between floors and I had to lift her and they're like, hurry up, as if the doors might close, while we're doing it.
So the emergency services were being assholes about it?
The hotel was being assholes about it. The whole
Wow.
time. Yeah, and they were like, yeah.
But were
They're
they?
like, this fucking guy
But
just
were
broke
they?
out.
I mean, you just broke their fucking elevator, bro. I mean, you know what I mean?
Listen, I think the thing should take more of a little bounce. You know what I mean?
So have changes been made? Like, I mean, did they actually did they look at you and say, please don't come back?
No, they said you might get billed for this. And
Oh, no.
yeah, and we did not get billed for it, but my wife is like so embarrassed. She never wants to step foot in that place again.
Wait, so did you have to get a lawyer?
No, not at all. No, like it was a dead issue once we went back to the room, and like I was like embarrassed, embarrassed.
That was the end of the maid service in that room. Wow.
Wait,
And I like that casino because you can actually smoke in the fucking hotel room.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the very few these days.
Yeah.
I mean, a topic we should bring up, but you guys can't stand, like smokers' rights. This fucking country strip smokers' rights.
you say we can't stand. Why? Because we don't smoke? We can't
Yes,
stand it?
yeah.
That's not true. I don't mind smoking.
Yeah, we don't smoke. Well, I do.
But like even like during COVID, forget about it. You couldn't smoke a cigarette in any casino. Now, like they're starting to open back up and let you smoke.
Oh, really?
See,
yeah.
now that goes since you guys didn't ask me what if I want to go casino, but I don't really go to casinos. I'm that's just not my thing. I don't like gambling. I don't do sports betting. And yes, I don't even. Like I said, as you know,
Have you ever gone to a casino?
Oh, no, I've been to Vegas a few times. It's just not my thing, man. I don't know.
You don't get a rush.
No, man, because you know why?
You work too hard for your money.
No, it's not so much that. I mean, yes, I'm saying like at the time, like when I'm in the casino, I just get angry, man. When I lose the money, to me, I'm like, I could be doing something.
Yeah, but there's a method. You gotta go with what you're okay with losing.
No, that's,
You know what I mean?
Losing.
I can
Yeah.
never do that.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I could be doing something with this. I take this and you're right. I know I'm definitely, I'm in the minority. I'm not a good gambler. Therefore that's why I don't go.
No, it probably
You can't-
benefits you as well.
You can't count on winning, right? You're going if you got $500 in your pocket, you're having a $500 night.
I know.
That's how you gotta
You
live.
know, if you have 500 in your pocket, you're losing 900 by the end of the night.
Right.
Huh?
But I'm saying, but like-
you're hitting the ATM.
But like there's been circumstances where it's like, okay, so you're there for an hour and like I lost $500.
Well,
Now what do we do?
you go to the bar.
You know what I mean? And
This is what I'm
that's
saying. You hit the ATM
So
and try to
that's-
keep it going.
Here's a little pro tip. You keep a 50 spot under the mat in your car.
It's just not
Little
appealing.
emergency money.
Yeah, not appealing.
So just so you know, Mike, there's no such thing as smokers' rights.
No, it's
No.
unbelievable. We should have smokers' rights.
So okay.
It's a smoking is a privilege and it's not a right.
If you smoked, I beg to differ. You know what I mean? Like, no, you sell me a product, right? It's my right to take it.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Same thing like a bottle of tequila. You know what I mean? You sell it to me. I should be able to take
Yeah,
it.
but no one's telling you can't smoke.
You just can't smoke in front of this building,
Yeah.
400 feet away from the entrance, and go out in the rain and this. And come on, man, bro. In the day and age where we grew up, you could smoke anywhere. Now they're literally stripping smokers'
All right,
rights.
But okay, so
There's
ready?
no such
So
thing as smokers' rights, though.
I beg to differ again, fuddy duddy.
Gabe, did he use that properly?
I think it's part of my civil rights, right? If you whatever.
No, it's not a protected right. It's not in the Constitution. It's not in the
So
Bill
it's
of
almost
Rights.
like saying
Driving. Driving is not a right; it's a
Well,
privilege.
I was
right?
gonna get
Same
that,
thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Now, okay, ready? So can you drive on the sidewalk?
No,
No.
I mean, you can.
No, but you really can't.
But, right?
I mean,
It's
that's what I'm
almost
saying.
like
so you
saying-
can smoke in front of a
in a movie theater,
Yeah, but something's gonna happen. There's gonna be
a consequence.
yes.
yeah.
So it's kind of like the same thing.
Right. When previously they allowed these things to happen. And,
Yes.
Right. And they're stripping those rights
Yes.
away. Yeah.
I mean, but
That's what I'm saying.
we were also
Well,
what?
I mean, we need
They
advocates.
stripped away
we need people.
they
We need
stripped
people
away
in
your
DC.
privilege. They stripped away your privilege of smoking inside, is what they did. They didn't strip away your rights because it's still
That's
your
correct.
right to
I agree
smoke
with
in
that.
your home or in the sidewalk or wherever else. It's just the laws have changed to protect people that have sensitivities to smoke.
Wah.
I'm just saying there's health risks involved.
I know.
So
Probably
Kill
catch up
yourself.
to
Don't
you.
kill everyone else.
yeah, enjoy your cigarette in private, buddy. Okay.
Oh, I want to take you all down with me. Fuck you.
Ah, you
It didn't work?
son of a bitch.
That's the
I
other
swear it was just I was ready to say it. Bless you. My God.
So
Anyway, That's all right. That's casinos. That's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What's the matter?
No, what's the next topic we're going to talk about?
What do you got?
Well, I was thinking about things like, so the three of us, we all have sons, right?
Yes.
And you try to raise your son like a chivalrous gentleman, right?
What?
Chivalrous, right?
What?
Chivalrous. And you raise your children to respect women and never put a hand on a woman. Now, this day and age, I see that you may have a child that's in 8th grade and weighs 98 pounds and he's on the wrestling team and he has to go out there and wrestle a girl. I think, to me personally, the lines have been crossed because all his life you've taught that boy not to, manhandle a girl or, put his hands on a girl. And now you're kind of like forcing the kid, either way, it's embarrassing, I think, for the boy. I don't know. How do you guys feel? Because you do have kids in school, and it's not just wrestling. I see girls in football now and lacrosse, and
no, there's women's lacrosse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see. I mean, I've never seen a girl in boys lacrosse.
In boys lacrosse, never.
I haven't.
I bet.
I'm not saying that it's not out there. I just haven't.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying. You see these girls introduce. You see girl kickers in football, and like I said, girl wrestlers. I mean, there's another subject we will get to a little bit later, but I want to know how you feel about having boys and, all your life telling them to be nice to girls and never, put your hands on girls. And some of these guys are forced to do that now. I don't understand.
Yes. And I think, I'm sorry, Joe, do you want to kick it off? I apologize.
No, go ahead.
Like you're about to, okay. Now my son wrestled last year. He was a freshman in high school, never wrestled before in his life. Never. And he wrestled last year. And I love you, son. But, he, as I say, he never wrestled. So, he had a tough year. You know what I'm saying? He had a tough year. And it was in the back of my head because he was wrestling like, I want to say he was like 118 pounds. You know what I mean? That he was wrestling at. So, think about, that's easily a girl, weight class.
Can I just say, the specific sport of wrestling, when you go out there, you have to be raged up. You know what I mean? Your energy level has to be pumped up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So keep going. But I'm saying, you have to bring it to a level.
So he didn't wrestle a girl all season. But it was in the back of my head. I'm like, oh boy, he's got to wrestle a girl. Okay. And I got to be honest with you, in the back of my head, and this is just me being honest, and I really hope I don't offend anybody, but I was just like, God, I hope he doesn't lose. He's got to wrestle a girl. He gets,
yeah.
That's got to be tough. That's got to be tough for
either way you look at it, win or lose.
Yes,
the boy loses. I think
exactly, but it's the same thing for winning. I'm like, well, you just kind of just beat a girl. You know what I mean? As males, we're supposed to be stronger, than a female. You know what I mean? And so, physically speaking, yes. Not emotionally. We're definitely not emotionally strong, but I'm saying physically we're supposed to be stronger. And I think that could have a toll both ways, in the sense where it's like, okay, so, all right, well, you won, but you beat a girl.
Yep.
Is it stereotypical to like, well, you should have, you're supposed to? That's not the case though. That's not the case because these girls that are wrestling, they know what's at stake. They get it. You know what I mean? They know there's a very good chance. Now, I know in our case, they try to match them up with females. But if there's not a female in that weight class, because everything with wrestling is, is weight class. If there's not a female in that weight class, then you got to wrestle a male.
Yeah.
And they know what they signed up for. And I give them a lot of credit. It's one of those sports where it's just a little different. You know what I mean? Because of the physicality. And yes, you're right. You're 100% right, Mike, because we were raised, don't put your hands on a woman. And you have that in the back of your head. But you have to, that's your opponent. When you go out there,
that's what I'm saying.
opponent.
You have to ramp up and wrestle.
But they know that. I think they know that. You know what
it's
I mean?
Not right.
The coaches are training. You say it's not right, but
I mean, women in wrestling since 1994 has grown from 804 nationwide. Now there's 50,000 women wrestling in high school.
Yes.
as of the
But
spring.
that's also because there's no such thing as a women's high school wrestling team. Also,
There's not.
Should they be?
But we
Should
have
we separate them
listen,
at this
we
point?
have, we have a friend and someone that actually Joey's very close with. They have a child that got a scholarship for wrestling.
A girl?
Yeah, and she's
A girl?
Yeah, a girl, and she's doing unbelievable.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I've watched her wrestle, and the girl, she's good, man. I mean, never for a second do you think does she back down or is she intimidated? Never for a second.
Do they allow the girls on the soccer team for the young kids, the boys?
No.
No, they have their own special.
I mean, like Pee Wee, it's mixed
Co-ed.
co-ed.
Yeah.
But after that level, there's boys and girls teams.
Which leads me to the obvious transgender, right? Like they were originally biologically a male, and now they identify as female, and they're in female sports. How do you think that, I don't think that's fair to the females, like your friend's daughter that got a scholarship, to have to, like I said, I don't think the boy-girl matchup is fair, period, whether it's transgender or not,
All right, so this is really
biologically. I just think it's
more so an issue for you and just wrestling, really, right?
well, you see it in swimming now, right? I mean, it was a big deal, right?
Okay.
With the transgender person in the swimming taking all the girls'
No,
medals.
before the transgender, just boy, girl.
Oh, boy, girl. Yeah, I noticed it in wrestling, and because wrestling is so intimate, you're on top of each other. You actually, you have, like I said, you have to ramp up this energy, like this. I don't want to say hatred, but the fight, the adrenaline, and then to apply that to a woman.
Yeah,
I think it's not fair to the boy.
I mean, and Joe, I'm sorry, you're about to make a point. I feel like I'm stepping on you.
No, I was just getting at the point. Like, I feel like it's only like it's more of a sore issue in the physical sport of wrestling.
They are playing football too. I mean, girls are playing football now.
Wait,
That's really.
I'm saying, but why do you say it's a sore point?
Because it's physical contact. You're tasseling with a girl. You
But
know what I mean?
to me, that is wrestling seems to be the most I don't know if it's prevalent or most popular sport where you see this situation
Yeah,
is in wrestling.
but that's what I'm saying. That's why it's more sensitive in that sport than any other.
Okay, so ready? So watching, our
Yep.
friend's daughter wrestle. I watched a few matches. And even the male that she was wrestling, he didn't hold back at all.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no.
He didn't hold back at all. And she, I think she would frown upon that, I think.
Yeah.
Because she's so competitive. You know what I mean? This family, I mean, they're wrestlers. I mean, they're she's got a brother that's a county champ. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, this kid is, I hope we see this kid in the Olympics. You know what I mean? He's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think
And-
we will one day.
And, I think she would be like, no, man, like, give me your best. You know what I mean? They work. Wrestling is such it's a different animal, man. The dedication you got to put into wrestling.
Mhm.
So that's why I told my son, I'm like the fact that he's like, I'm thinking about going for, out for the wrestling team. I'm like, bro, you've never wrestled in your life. I go, and I'm not saying it's too late. I'm not saying it's too late, but I'm saying you have no idea the dedication, what it takes to wrestle.
Commitment is big.
Oh man, it's huge. And this family, they're all about it.
All in. They're all in.
I mean, they have their own separate UFC matches and boxing matches, right? They never intermingle male and female.
What do we got here, Gabe?
Oh man, a girl versus a boy in MMA.
This is like sanctioned. This is like,
Oh my
ooh,
goodness.
take that. Huh? Right? Mike, what if she had a cigarette in her mouth? Would it be better?
Damn.
No, I would not enjoy that at all. Oh, he's got to punch her in the face. Come on, that's not right.
No.
You're right. It's not right.
This is different.
Oh, look, he's kicking. Oh, my
God.
goodness, stop it.
God. Yeah, this is different than
I
wrestling.
mean, that's someone's daughter, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like wrestling's not like this.
But she has a pair of balls on her. Let's be honest. I mean, to get in
Absolutely.
there with a guy, So that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, we all love women. I'm very pro woman. They could do anything, honestly, But I think this is something that like I said, you raise boys not to fucking put their hands on girls, and now you're forcing them to do that in a situation like that. It's just not right. That's the way I feel. It's my opinion.
No, I mean, I see what you're saying though. I see what you're saying, but I definitely think there's different circumstances, I guess, where there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt where these coaches are telling these guys, like, listen, you're 120 pounds. There's a good chance you might be wrestling a female.
Yeah. Pick her up and slam her.
I mean,
no coach is saying go easy on it.
The solution, should they make a separate, like PAL women's league? Girls?
You know what it is? I think it's probably.
He said it's 50,000 strong now.
I mean, if the numbers keep growing like that, they'll definitely be.
Our friend will know, and I'm hoping we're going to get this guy as a guest. He'll be a guest in the fourth chair, sometime soon, because I would love to pick his brain about
right now
about this topic.
This would be perfect.
But I think that if it's as long as it keeps trending the way it is, growing in popularity, I think you might see where there might be enough.
Yeah,
women to wrestle. Just women. I don't know. But as far as the other thing, with biological males.
Transgender, yeah. The Olympics, right? I think they put a stop to that at this point. And they're separating them.
I haven't done the research.
I don't know. Because fair is fair, right?
To me, that's a example of moving the goalposts. You know what I mean? Where it's like you're allowing. That's.
No, it's absolutely right.
Yeah, that's I can see that being an issue.
And it's not fair to a girl or like training all her life, to get to the big show and then have to get beat by a man essentially, right?
But with that being said, boxing is putting like sanctions, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, whatever as far as rules, where it's like they're going to start allowing, I guess, men to fight women. I'm saying, but transitioned men. So like you have
they
to
identify as a woman.
Yes. Yeah. They have to, there's some rules they have. Like, I guess the transition has to be complete for about 2 years or so. I got to be honest. We might have to revisit this topic where I could do a little more research and have my facts, but I'm just going by what I heard. And, they said that it would be, you have to, be fully transitioned for about 2 years. You have to have a certain level of testosterone in your body. So, I mean, they have definitely some pretty strict stipulations and guidelines.
Yeah.
Dave has some here. What do we got?
It says, I believe this is the Olympic Committee. Transgender track and field athletes cannot compete in women's international events. So, they put an end to that. I mean, give them,
Yeah. So there's some parameters that are starting to come into play as this.
Sports is supposed to be fair, right? Whenever you play a game, everybody plays by the same rules. It's
always level playing field,
right? It's a level playing field. It's supposed to be fair, and in situations like this, it's just not fair to the girls. To me, they practice all their lives and getting beat out by this guy. All of a sudden.
Oh, for that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they made a big thing about the swimming, and I truly felt bad for the girl.
Well, what's that girl? I mean, she's a very strong activist and spokesperson for this. She was in volleyball and
Riley Gaines.
Yeah, there you go, Riley Gaines. Yes,
yeah.
Yes, and she got blasted, she broke her nose and stuff.
Yep,
and yeah. So I mean, we're supposed to be stronger.
Yeah,
and
generally we are.
Yes, I see.
All right, so
Gabe, I can't believe I missed this, Gabe. 10 common, intriguing superstitions.
Like when you played Mike Tyson's boxing, there was male versus male.
Speaking of video games, have you guys play video games?
No.
None. You?
Currently?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
I mean, have you seen? I'm sure you've seen virtual reality games advertised and.
So yeah, there's a kid Joe at work that he's got the virtual reality. He's into golf, and he just got the new golf. He's like, it feels real in your hand, like a swing.
I've only played a handful of games. It's unfucking believable. It
really.
I don't even know how to explain.
Are you in the metaverse? Is that what it is? Like the Facebook Connect with metaverse.
There's the Meta Quest, Meta Oculus. There's all different ones.
Which one are you on?
Oculus. Look
Is
at
that
this.
you?
That's me,
Ah, shit.
bro.
What is that you have on?
I'm in a. It's a It's a VR headset.
I know, but for like what system?
PS5.
Look at all those superstars you got with you there.
I'm in a world
Are
right
you
now.
skiing?
I am in Iron Man's world.
Get
I'm
out of here,
fucking
flying
Iron,
around.
I'm fucking Iron Man right now,
Get out of here.
bro. It is. I can't even explain to you the sensation I got when I put that headset on. Bro, 360-degree view. You look up, down, around, behind you. You're in this fucking world, dude, and you're fucking fighting people. It's unbelievable. I can't even believe it
It's the
exists.
future. It
Dude,
is the future.
Yeah. Invite us over, bro. Invite us over.
Look at that. Look at me lean into that shit, bro. I think I was getting ready to land right there.
Look at your kids. Your kids are like,
We got Joey Jr., who you got Emma.
that's funny.
Yeah,
What's
that's
the
my
other
3 kids.
Wow.
Lila, Emma, Joseph.
Superstars.
It really is. There's a piano game. You put on that headset that you saw me wearing, and it teaches you how to fucking play the piano, dude. Like,
Wait, so,
Yeah, you
so
can
you don't have a
practice
piano like you're banging
No.
keys on?
It's virtual.
You're sitting
in
at a table
air,
like
on the
this.
table.
and you see a keyboard in front of you, and you fucking play it.
And that's what is that? A PlayStation? Yeah.
That one was a PlayStation. We recently got a new one, the Meta, the Oculus.
Oculus.
Yeah.
My son has one. I put it on for a second. And he was showing me his house, I guess.
Yeah.
It was like living on the beach.
Bro,
I'm looking around. I'm
it's
like,
unbelievable.
you know, yeah. But to me, I'm like, you know, okay.
That's not a game. That's
No,
just like-
right. It was his house. You know, it was tropical. It was beautiful. But okay.
It's a little weird at first. It takes like 10 minutes of wearing that headset to get used to it. You can't walk around much. You're not supposed to because you'll bump into shit. But once you get the hang of it, it really is like you're holding controllers, so you could use your hands to open windows and doors. And
So besides Iron Man, what other games have you played?
Spider-Man, Iron Man, this piano game,
Spider-Man.
and Gorilla Tag, which is like you're crawling around like a gorilla trying to get through this obstacle. Yeah, it's dope.
How's Spider-Man? You shooting webs and shit like that?
Oh yeah,
Really?
fucking awesome, dude.
So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this whole time I've had my race simulator behind me. I don't know if you can see it or not.
yeah,
But
see it, yeah.
I have this hooked up to my computer. I can play virtual reality. I can play with it on the screen, but I can race at damn near any track in the world that is FIA approved. I can race dirt. I can race anywhere.
now
And it's different cars?
is that something
too.
you built?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's something I bought online and put together, but yeah.
Yeah, but then you could buy customized steering wheels, gas pedals, shit like that.
Yeah, it gets very expensive. This setup here was probably $2,500.
Oh, wow.
That's not
That's
including
awesome.
the computer.
So do you wear a headset?
No, I just play through my speakers.
Got it.
Gabe, are you part of the Lambda fraternity?
What's that mean?
Nerds.
Oh,
But my favorite game though that I race in, just because I'm a huge fan of F1, is F1. I love
cool.
to race F1.
Have you seen the new movie Gran Turismo?
I have. And as soon as it was
Why you
over,
laugh?
I went
The way
upstairs
you
and I
said
started
that.
playing.
You s- it's like,
I'm sorry.
yeah, those cherry wheats are kicking in, huh? It's like
Not the half a glass of tequila you fucking shoved down my throat. He's like, you weren't funny last time. You were sleeping. Here,
I
have
never
some
said
tequila.
that. Come on.
Gran
Somebody else said.
Turismo.
Anyway,
But the best
Gabe,
part
have you?
about yeah, I have. But the best part about it is I don't have to spend $50,000, $75,000 on a car, on a real car, and go to a track and maybe crash it. I can
Mhm.
just spend $2,500 in my house, and it can be raining, and I can drive a track anywhere in the world.
Now,
And
does
I can
that
play with other
does
people?
that simulator have like a haptic feedback? Like, will it
The
shake?
steering wheel,
Sure.
the steering wheel does. And I haven't yet bought the other features that'll move the seat and all that. But yeah, there's
cool.
You can spend $15,000 on this race simulator that'll actually be on hydraulics.
My
and
God.
move
That's
and
very
everything.
Tilt and everything.
Yeah,
I'd rather gamble.
How often you use it?
Lately, I haven't just because I've been so busy. But when I wasn't so busy, I would be on it maybe 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
You do a lot of simulating 4-wheel drives and mud and shit like that.
No, just because it's not as fun.
Sorry, Mike.
I'm curious. I mean, is that the connection? The Jeep connection?
I'm with you.
No, I played one of those 4x4 games before, and it's not as fun because in the 4x4 world, everything it's more on feel. You as the old saying goes, you drive with your ass.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to do that in the simulator. In the simulator.
Okay.
Cool. So, yeah, the VR shit is unbelievable. You could box. You could fucking step into the ring with someone. You could play football, throw the ball. It's cool.
And that's what's Oculus?
Oculus.
Yeah. Man, I want to try it.
Come by. I'll invite you. We'll have some beers and play Oculus.
Thank you.
Well, the good thing about Oculus is, which is a little different than the thing that showed in the video, you don't need a system. So I could bring it here and play. You could bring it. You can play. You go to the park as long as you have a good Wi-Fi connection. So
really?
At the park, but it doesn't connect to a console. You don't need that.
Okay. Yeah, for sure, dude. Thank you.
Have you guys ever saw the movie Ready Player One?
Yes.
No.
Great movie.
Oh,
Great. That's one of my son's favorite movies.
Yeah, Dad. I never even heard of it.
One of my son's favorite.
Ready Player One?
Dude,
Never heard of it.
awesome movie. Awesome. And
it's all about what you're talking about, VR.
Very good. He nailed it. Exactly what it was. Very, very good example.
So it's about.
So they put on suits, not only the headset, but they put on suits and they submerge into the virtual reality world. And in the movie, it's a race, and and a hunt for some special things.
Because they're trying to find. It's like a treasure hunt. You know what I mean? And they're doing it with vehicles and stuff. And the guy who set it up, he passed away. The guy who created the game, he passed away. And whoever discovers it, finds it, will win. He'll take over the game.
Oh, okay.
Here's a.
It's futuristic.
6 years old probably now, right?
Yeah.
Great movie though. Very well
done. I gotta
done.
watch this with my kid.
Yeah. Oh, dude, your son will love it.
2045. The future is near.
Yeah. Very good.
Cool. I gotta check this out.
Yeah. Good one, Mike. What the hell was I going to say?
But that's where we're geared to, And I fear if you ever saw this movie that people become disassociated with every society and become like I don't want to say insult anyone, like fat slobs just fucking hooked up to machinery and living in a virtual world where
Well, on February 2nd, if you're into Apple shit,
okay.
They're releasing Apple Vision Pro.
What is this?
So it's a headset, sort of like the VR headsets, and you could watch spatial audio 3D movies. You could do so much shit with it, man. It's unbelievable. So you could just sit on your couch and watch a movie that you're
in the room.
You're almost immersed into the picture, basically. Here it is. Here,
Gabe's got it right here.
Fucking Gabe is on point today.
He really is.
I want this so fucking bad. But you could scroll the internet like that. You could check your email. It's all hand gestures.
Get it.
It's only $99,000.
I think it's $4,000.
Is it really?
Yeah.
But this is the future.
Did you see her flick her finger?
This is our future,
Oh, 100%.
I would say definitely in near future.
Yeah.
So they're working on something with this technology and just a regular pair of glasses.
Yeah. I mean, that's all, right?
Yeah.
So you can actually be in reality and still have the technology capability.
Look at that. That guy's on the internet right there. He's just standing and looking at huge panels. That's one of the most amazing things about it, dude. The fucking screens, they're like right in front of you. It's unbelievable.
So if I come running up and I smack you in the head, can you see me coming?
You can with these, actually. Not the VR shit.
No.
These, they designed them so you could actually have a conversation with people.
If I start shaking you, you're in turbulence, Joe. You're flying as Iron Man. I'm fucking shaking. You're in some fucking turbulence.
But I want these bad.
How much? 2,300 you said? What, $3,000?
Apple, we will do a commercial every week. You send Joe a headset.
Yeah, shout out Apple.
Send it to us, Apple. We'll try it out for you. Okay,
absolutely.
We'll review it. Especially Joe is such an Apple guy.
So a bunch of guys I follow on YouTube are getting loaner sets so they can review them. And,
oh wow!
And kind of
Sign us up, Gabe.
And this comes out February 2nd?
Yep.
Okay.
It looks like it's starting at $3,500.
35. Okay.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Steep, yeah.
It's not going to be a mainstream thing for a long time, but
Until they make it affordable for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. That's
Dude,
what I
this
love.
is the same.
Like,
This
Yeah,
is the
Gabe,
same
sorry.
thing that Elon is trying to do the same thing, but with a chip that's embedded into your head.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
who's going to do that?
Cyborg.
fuck out of here.
Who's going to sign up for that? Like, realistically, it ain't. I mean, it might happen in 25 years from now, but
We say this, but actually, I have a guy at work, a good friend of mine, and I hope he's watching, who's gonna get a piece of machinery that controls his
sleep
snoring.
apnea?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be on remote control.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I mean, you're turning cyborg. So you go there, put the chip in. You might as well, right?
When's he doing this?
Within the next month or so. Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah. He got cleared. Everything. Yeah.
We got to circle back to that.
Okay.
I want to hear how seriously, 3 months later, I want to hear how he's doing.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm curious, and so I asked him like simple questions like, it has to be battery operated. How long does that battery last? He said like 15, 20 years.
It's probably like a pacemaker.
Yeah, and they have to go in and change it out after like 15, 20 years. But simple thing. I don't know. Hey, if it improves his sleep and stuff, God bless him, and wish him nothing but the best.
So just to be clear,
But we're on that road to cyborgs.
if you have sleep apnea, right? You don't get much sleep,
You don't get good sleep. They say.
I have sleep apnea.
and I know you don't sleep well.
No.
You don't get into that deep realm of
Is it-
sleep, right?
Apparently, I snore, but I fucking sleep like a baby. I put my head down. I wake up in the same position I went to bed in, like out later.
Yeah.
Comatose.
Not me. Not me. It sucks. I don't wish it on anybody. It's been like this for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Eat some edibles before you go to bed.
It has
Yeah, sure put you.
I don't have a problem falling asleep. I have a problem staying asleep. That's my problem.
Got it.
Yeah. I could fall asleep.
Sleep apnea.
You get fucking elbowed in the head because you're snoring.
My poor wife.
What do we have here?
I can't see that.
Sleep apnea is a disorder that causes you to stop breathing while asleep.
Yeah.
Your brain tries to protect you by waking you up enough to breathe, but this prevents restful, healthy sleep. Over time, this condition can cause serious complications.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the disease, or that's the whatever in a nutshell.
Are you willing to put a mechanical device in your body?
No,
like that?
I don't. Not now. But
No.
that's why I said we need to circle back on this because I'm
Right.
curious to see how he does.
If it's successful,
So
you
in
would
3
think about
months,
it?
you'd consider it. It's so new.
No. I will. I don't know if I'll consider it, but I'm just curious to see how he is.
Yeah.
I call this. I mean, to me, it's like fat kiditis. You know what I mean? I got to lose some weight probably, and if I lose some weight, maybe that would change things.
I mean, they put chips in dogs, right? What's the difference?
There is no. The difference is the dog. You're a human.
I've
being.
tried that, Gabe.
A mouthpiece
Tried
Yeah.
this before.
didn't work so well.
No.
I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I'm going to admit it. And I wish I had a visual picture to show you guys. But as a gag gift, my wife got me a chin strap for Christmas in my stocking. So it's a knit chin strap that hooks onto my ears and buckles around my chin, and it
Shut
keeps
your mouth.
closed so you can sleep.
It doesn't. You don't drive her crazy.
No, she's a deep sleeper too. So once she's out, she's out. But I mean, I've shared hotel rooms with people, and over the years, and they all tell me
Oh
it's
my God,
fucking
it's like a railroad.
like two of my friends almost left the room in the middle of the night and got their own room.
When we go away, I tell everybody like Mike and I have shared rooms together. And I'm like, Mike, I snore.
This is chin strap.
That's it. I got that.
Oh wow.
I have that.
And-
Shut your mouth.
Like so, honestly, you've you share
Yeah,
like how bad?
I'm a good sleeper. You know what I mean?
It's not-
Actually, God bless his soul. My friend Louis was the worst, and we shared so many rooms together. I mean,
Was he overweight? Like
yeah,
what? Okay.
yeah, and it was like, you know how they say like chopping wood?
Yeah.
It was like chopping wood times 10. You know what I mean? God bless him. But for me, I mean, I'm a weirdo like that. That noise rhythm puts me to sleep. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, and so it's actually a funny story. One time we were sharing a room together, and he's snoring, and I'm out like a light. I wake up in the middle of the night, which was strange, and I don't hear anything. I'm like, what the fuck, he was in the kitchen eating. I went to go look. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I got hungry. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like 3:30 in the morning. God bless him.
Yeah, no, I don't wish, seriously, I don't wish it on anybody. It sucks. I've tried the whole, what do they call the machine?
Yeah, it's like a gas mask or whatever.
Yeah, what the hell is it called?
Vader bullshit.
Gabe, help me out here. What's the machine called? The
Yeah,
whatever.
I think it's just a
Black
sleep
box.
apnea machine.
Yeah, I know, but there's a name for it. Anyway, I've tried that, and my problem is I can't sleep my back. That's my problem. I sleep my
CPAP.
stomach. CPAP. There you go. I sleep my back, and I sleep my stomach, or I sleep my side. And this thing is really, it's not really built for that. It's built for like you sleep on your back, and it just sucks. Whatever. So, hey, New Year's resolution, right? Stop smoking in 2027.
Oh, by the way,
I'm doing very good with that.
10 days no pizza.
Yeah,
God bless you.
very good.
10 days.
Very good. I seriously, I am proud of you.
Thanks.
And I almost got pizza today, but I didn't. I didn't want to eat pizza in front of Joe.
Out of respect, he got what, pizza rolls?
I got a pepperoni roll.
So I didn't tell you guys my New Year's. I didn't tell you my resolution, but I've already broken it.
Oh, okay. You're weak.
I can't help
What
it.
happened?
I live in Tennessee. I bought gun parts. I'm buying. I'm building a new gun.
Wait, so that's your resolution? Not to
Like-
buy gun parts?
67
My resolution
is not
was-
enough.
My resolution was not to buy any more guns this year, but I've already broke that.
Oh boy.
I found
Alright,
extra
okay.
parts in my safe, and I was like, "Well, I got all these extra parts. I should just buy these other parts, and I'll make a complete gun." So,
Might
There
as
you go.
well. Might as well.
yeah.
Just to clarify to the audience, Gabe does live in Tennessee.
Where
So-
it's legal.
Being a gun enthusiast, right? Other than firing guns, building a gun is kind of a thrill too, right? So you
Yeah.
buy, can you build a custom gun that's not necessarily a certain brand?
Yep. So what
Okay.
I've done this time is so a bunch of other times too, but I build my own ARs. I don't buy one off the shelf. And the reason for that is because components, there's something called tolerance stacking. And if you buy pieces that you just try to shove together, it's just not going to function properly.
Got it.
So I purposely buy quality parts from different manufacturers to make the perfect, quote unquote, perfect AR. As you know, guys know, I have silencers, so there's a lot of things that go into making an AR function properly with a silencer because it's a gas system.
Oh, wow.
Pew pew.
That's pretty cool.
But my brother-in-law, he makes his own 1911s.
Wow.
I have no idea what a 1911 is.
No.
A
Is it like
1911
cannon?
is it's a pistol.
Wow.
It's yeah.
Bigger than
it's
a 9mm?
I mean, you can make them in 9mm, 45, 10mm. Yeah, there's different. I mean, it's not specific to one caliber.
Very cool, Gabe. Very cool. Good luck with those with that weapon. And
You make your own ammunition.
God help the anybody who gets crosses your paths with you. Okay, Gabe. Anyway, anybody watch the Golden Globes?
No.
No, really?
No.
Just me?
You know what it is like with social media now? You can kind of see all the main
Clips.
Well,
moments.
I just want to give a shout out. One of my favorite shows of 2023. There's 2 seasons.
The chef,
The Bear.
the bear,
The
excuse-
Bear.
Excuse me, the bear. Yeah.
Yes, The Bear won Best Show, Best Actor, and Best Actress.
Yeah. Well deserved.
Season 2, huh?
Awesome
Well,
show.
I guess it was. Yeah, I guess you could say season 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
season 2.
Awesome show.
It is. If for the audience, if you guys have not seen this show yet, Mike, you've never seen it, right?
No, I
Oh, yeah?
season 1, yeah, but I started watching season 2 and it was like
Bro, muscle through. Listen,
the first episode didn't grab me.
All
I'm
right.
like, what the fuck's going on?
every series has a dud episode in a season. I think Sopranos had a few. You got to get through those episodes. you
Yeah,
know?
it's good. It
Yeah.
turns out good.
Oh, I love it.
All right.
I can't fucking
I'll give
wait
it a
for more.
chance. I'll
One,
give it a chance.
it's one of the best shows on like, I mean, TV, I guess you could say. I mean, I don't know, TV, streaming, Hulu, FX, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's one of the best shows out there for sure. And it's like, especially because as you guys know, I've said this before on this pod. If you worked in a restaurant, I worked in a restaurant for a long time.
Mhm.
Feels real.
It is, I've never seen anything more realistic. I choke
Yes, chef.
on their anxiety. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Their stress that they're going through. It's so realistic. It's so great and well deserved. They won.
And
I was very happy.
well, his name is escaping me right now.
I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you his name either.
But he hangs in Belport in the summer.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Hey, we
Here
love
we
your
go.
show.
Here's a little clip.
You know what? I started watching the show that Gabe recommended. What was it? The Bookie?
Yeah.
The Bookie. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Yeah.
It's a great
That
show.
just got renewed for another
Yeah.
season, I think.
Gabe put it out there, right?
It's on Max. Yeah.
Season 2.
Yeah. He recommended.
Yeah. I'm
I so it's the Italian guy. What's his name?
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Sebastian.
Love
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah. And normally, everything that Sebastian does is, it seems like the same, but this show is different. It's very good. I thought it was funny.
Very good.
Sebastian Maniscalco's stand-up comedy fucking is unbelievable. I love it. His older shit especially, but
He's always talking about his parents.
I mean, he's
dad and
Italian,
shit.
dude, so that helps. But his punch, the way, not only is his jokes funny, but how he delivers the joke is just as funny as the joke.
Slides it in.
Yeah.
Slides it in on.
He's physical. He's almost like he's very animated. I'll say that.
Yes.
And that
My,
just
my favorite
fucking-
part is when he's talking about he would take a girl on a date and she's mopping up spaghetti sauce with the bread. like-
yep, I know you.
He's just doing this the whole thing.
No, he is. He's a good comic, up and rising, and he's got this great show.
He's a great follow on Instagram too.
Very good. So I sit there, right, and I watch these shows, and I found myself. I got into like have you guys like anything good lately that you've watched? Any like new shows?
Well, like I said, I just started watching the Bookie.
I'll tell you what. I watched. Sorry, were you still going?
No.
I just watched the Gypsy. What the fuck's her name?
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose documentary.
That we were talking about last time.
Oh man, I've never felt more depressed after watching 4 episodes of that. Seriously,
I
like
don't want to.
that.
Do you not recommend it to anybody?
That poor girl, man. Seriously, like
Where
I
did it take place?
I don't know how she served fucking 8 years. I don't know
That's
how.
what I'm saying. Like, how do people find her guilty?
Oh
Right?
my god.
But
this
where did this take place?
Where?
Yeah.
Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah. Her mother was a fucking pathological liar, bro. All the money she received for donations over the years, and it was just a fucking scheme. The whole fucking thing. Shame.
Yeah, I can't get into it. That's a downer for me.
Debbie Downer.
So I would say I started watching the show. It was Fool Me Once on Netflix. English, British, however you want to put it, takes place in England. Very good, very good. And I was watching, I find myself watching the show late at night. And next thing I know, as I'm watching the show, and it's kind of like why I wanted to bring it up, is I don't even know how it happened, but like I find myself, I got a bowl of cereal in my hand as I'm watching the show, and I'm eating it, and I'm like, I don't even really eat cereal. I haven't really eaten cereal in a long time. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
One found its way to you.
yeah, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like it just happened,
Yeah.
So cereal.
What type of cereal?
This was the frig is it? Man? Life cereal. Like
Mikey likes it.
like Chex, Is there a Chex? It might have been Chex or Life. I don't know. It's like that rice kind of cereal.
Actually, our friend was
Yeah.
the commercial for Mikey Likes It.
That's right.
Yeah.
But so
Spokesperson.
that's what I
Actually,
went.
2 people we went to school with.
2.
Yeah, the guys, and then there was another one that was came after Bubba.
I don't know.
There was another Mikey.
Yeah.
That went to Bellport.
Really?
Brian Blake.
Brian Blake. Wait, is that Matt Blake's brother?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you know Matty. The Blakes.
That's
Brian Blake. He's always in the bar watching, football and shit.
He's a
Village
huge
Idiot.
Chiefs fan.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Ryan?
He was a
He's
he
a
was
gymnastics, right? He used to do gymnastics.
Huge gymnastics.
Yeah,
he was a Mikey.
He was a Mikey.
Wow, I never knew
Never knew
that.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
After
We grew up with those guys.
Brian was a Mikey, no doubt. I remember he brought the fucking VHS to school and showed us all.
Maybe he bought Bubba's VHS and played it off.
So there.
But Bubba is the OG.
Yes, for sure. So that's my question. You guys eat cereal?
I fucking like cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honeycombs.
Mikey likes it.
Wait, honeycombs?
Honeycombs.
They still make honeycombs?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yep.
See,
Delicious.
my kids don't eat cereal, so that's why I was like
Is
surprised.
that Bubba?
No, that's the original.
Yeah. So over the years, there was many Mikeys.
There's only one Mikey.
For
He
us.
sits right here,
For us.
and he's a Captain Crunch freak.
We should get Mikey Likes It on the show.
Maybe.
Get a little back.
Oh,
Get a
bro,
little
he would be
behind
great
the,
on the show.
Get a little behind the scenes.
There you go.
Honestly.
Ask him some questions. Bring the commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd love that.
What about you?
He would be.
Captain Crunch all the way.
You eat cereal still?
Yeah. Nowadays, like I said, I'm kind of like lactose intolerant. My wife does take me in consideration, buys lactose milk. You know what I mean? But Joe, I man up every once
You're
in a while.
fucking eating Captain Crunch.
No, I go with the whole milk. You
You
know?
eating Captain Crunch with oat milk, bro?
Excuse me.
Salud.
Oh.
Bless you. That was real?
That was real.
I thought that was Joey's soundboard.
That was real.
I was just about
I mean-
to say that.
Well, I haven't eaten cereal in a long time.
I mean,
And
No, and I love any cereal, marshmallows.
well, exactly what you did was when I eat it. It's a late night snack.
Yeah.
You're the only one up in the house.
quick and easy.
You're fucking making a bowl of
Dude,
cereal.
like I said, I brought this up on this cast before, where I'm like, you ever when you're driving, you don't realize, and next thing you know, you end up in your driveway.
Yeah.
I had no record. I don't even know how this happened, man. Next thing I
Subliminal.
know, I'm sitting there, I'm watching. I'm like into this show. I'm watching the show, and I'm eating a bowl of cereal. And I'm like, where the fuck does cereal come from? You know what I mean? I have no idea this happened. It just appears. And dude,
You might be sleepwalking.
it's
too,
not a
boy.
small bowl either. You know what I'm saying? It's
It's a
like,
big Tupperware.
yeah, it's a big bowl of cereal. that I'm sitting there eating, and
That's
I'm like,
funny.
how did this happen? I'm like, I got to bring this up. I got to bring this up.
Were they eating cereal in the show? Was it subliminal?
No, no.
What's the name of the cereal? I know you described it. What's it called?
It's either Life or Chex. I'm not sure.
All right.
It might be Chex.
Either one of them are disgusting.
That's the
No,
healthy
no,
shit, bro.
it was good.
That's
No,
the healthy shit.
listen, and
I got frosted flakes
full
and
disclosure.
honeycombs in mine.
yes, my look. I'm telling you right now, my kids don't eat cereal, so I don't even know if this thing could have been expired. I have no
Wow.
idea.
Oh.
Okay, no idea how it.
It just
got-
happened.
Yeah, it just happened.
It just happened.
But full disclosure, okay, how I eat cereal, you can ask anybody in my family. This cereal, and then I take some cookies, and I crumble them up.
Get
and
the
I pour it on top.
Oh,
No
goodness.
Yeah,
Oh.
Bro, what?
dude,
What kind of cookies?
like chocolate chip. You know what I mean? Whatever, like chips.
You're crumbling chocolate chip.
Yeah.
That's a.
And then I pour milk into it,
Oh,
dude.
See,
Yeah.
that's taking it to another level.
Bro,
Chips Ahoy.
that's fat.
No,
That's Fat Kid 101. Okay.
that is Fat Kid 101.
Yeah.
But what they made a cereal that was
hold on.
little. It was
Cookie Crisp.
basically-
Good Chris, yeah, it sucks. But I'm saying, but I'm telling you, try it. Try it.
All right.
Audience member, everybody in the audience, try it. Okay. It hits great.
I mean, I put a potato chip on my sandwich the other day, and that was fucking.
There you go.
that's
that's
yeah.
kind of normal.
That's
Yeah.
not.
Some French fries on the
Yeah.
burger. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
So
But
Adrian,
crumble
you're
up
not the only
cookies?
one that does weird shit with cereal. I let my cereal get soggy before I eat it.
No,
Captain Crunch, I do.
I don't like that.
You let it get soggy? You prefer
I let it get soggy.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Captain,
prefer it
Captain,
soggy.
you let it sit for a couple minutes and then go at it.
No.
Oh, it doesn't tear up the
Real
roof of
quick.
the mouth.
Go around table. Favorite cereal: Joseph,
Honeycombs.
Michael,
Captain Crunch, original.
Adrian. Cinnamon Toast Crunch every
Oh, okay.
fucking day.
And the most overrated cereal is Fruit Loops.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
I never
come
thought
on.
about the most overrated cereal, but that's what you got to make a good point.
Yeah.
I love me some
No,
Lucky
it-
Charms.
it's-
Those Marshalls.
it's
Cinnamon
anything-
Toast
it's the
Crunch is not
Dracula.
allowed in my house. I'm sorry, Gabe.
Count Chocula is the most overrated one.
Count Chocolate.
Wow.
You know what my wife does? One day a year we get we don't usually have sugar shit cereal in our house, but one day a year we get Lucky Charms on St. Patty's Day.
There you go.
She's known to when she was a kid she did this too. She takes all the marshmallows. She goes through the cereal and takes all the marshmallows out. She only wants to eat the marshmallows.
They're the best part.
for her.
For her.
They should actually sell
So the
just
kids are pouring
cereal
cereal. They're
marshmallows.
like, "There's no marshmallows in it."
Just the
She-
oats.
She fucking strained them out in a fucking strainer.
That's
That's my
funny.
kind of girl. I like that.
That's
shit.
funny.
Yeah, yeah. They are the best part, honestly. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
Now,
never-
now you could buy just the marshmallows.
You can.
Lucky Charms, yeah.
Well, why don't you tell her that?
I know. We just kind of both kind of discovered that recently.
I've never really been a fan of Lucky Charms, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch, my wife, she won't allow that.
There it is.
Why? Because you eat too much?
Look at that.
My
Right there on
son,
Amazon. You
my
can get
son and I both.
Oh, that's right up my alley.
My son and I both.
I would eat a bowl of that and just milk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Ashley too.
Oh, man.
It was just funny. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember really eating cereal, and I don't remember pouring those bowls of cereal. As I'm watching the show.
Sleep eating.
Yeah, I think that's a real thing.
Yeah. No, I tell you, like my buddy, he woke up like 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, where the fuck is it? In the kitchen eating. You big guys got to go at it like that. You know what I mean?
You saw what he did there.
I did.
You saw what he did there,
I
right?
did. He didn't look my way. I'm good.
Yeah.
Joe, you look like you lost about 7 pounds because you're not eating pizza in 10 days.
I could confirm that is not true.
Oh.
I don't know why, but it hasn't.
Your face looks skinny to me.
Is it? All right, I'll take that. Trim my beard a little.
Not me though.
All right. So,
Mike's fat shaming.
Best thing you eaten?
Yeah.
Yes. With that being said, what's the best thing we ate this week, guys?
Go ahead. You started up.
Me.
Yeah.
Best thing I ate this week. Okay. There is actually, Joey, you're the one who told me, a friend of a friend told you
Mm.
about a new Mexican place in the area. And it was a chicken and carnitas mixed together quesadilla.
Ooh.
And it was phenomenal. Very, very authentic Mexican food. It's right here in East Patchogue, right at Swan Deli.
Mhm.
And if anybody local that's listening, check it out.
I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good. That was
You like Mexican, Mike?
yeah, hell yeah.
Bro, that's one thing I could eat every day. I fucking love Mexican food,
What's your go-to?
man. I mean, quesadillas, burritos, just chips. If you got good queso,
Oh my god,
chips and queso, man, and
Yeah.
guac, I could fucking make a meal of that.
we used to always go to was it Mason Ole, but now it's called
Yeah, Don Cojito.
Don Cojitos.
Yeah, I was just about to say I do like the more authentic meals too, like the
Don Quixote.
Quixote.
Don-
Okay, we were close.
By the way, they walk around with tequila shots while you're having your meal. It's actually very nice.
No, but they actually have nice salsa and chips when they.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It's good.
I'm kind of damaged goods when it comes to guacamole because I'm not just saying this. You guys, you've had
Your girl, she
yeah,
makes
right?
it good.
She makes the best guacamole.
I've had it, and I could confirm that it's very good.
Very good. Anyway, go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
I actually had eggplant rollatini that was fucking from Cafe Gia. Bro, it was dynamite.
Cafe G don't play.
No, you've eaten that before.
Yes.
The eggplant rollatini was on point. And let me disclose, I'm actually allergic to eggplant, banana, anything that has seeds in it like that. It bothers my throat.
Mm-hmm.
But it tempted me so much, I'm willing to take that risk. And I ate
Stuff
it.
like that.
Yeah,
Did your throat did it bother
I
you?
got a little itchy
Yeah,
afterwards.
that's
but
what it does.
Did it really?
It
gets
doesn't
itchy.
close up. Though.
No, it doesn't close up. Bananas, strawberries, eggplant, anything with like tiny seeds.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah.
Oh, that's always?
Oh yeah, my whole life.
Wow.
But I find if I drink like a glass of milk afterwards or something to coat my throat, I'm good. So
Glass, you mean
I'll take that chance every time.
a glass of lactate?
No, whole milk. It needs to phlegm up in there.
How does that happen?
Yeah.
You're talking about you just 10 minutes ago. You're saying you're lactose.
I'm allergic to everything.
Your throat's good, but
Lactate,
you're fucking in the other
seeds.
room shit yourself.
Yeah. But you only live once. Go at it.
Okay,
So
Yes.
eggplant rollatini at Cafe Gia, dynamite.
nice.
Yeah.
Joey, what's the best thing you ate this week?
Just some homemade fajita bowls. Nothing crazy. Just
Chicken, beef, what?
chicken, beans, rice, lettuce.
I saw a picture of that. That did look very good.
Yeah, Ashley hooked it up. The best part on it was the I made this part. garlic lime sour cream.
Nice. So Ashley hooked it up, but you did the best part.
She asked me to make the
But
fucking.
you did the best part. Okay, all right. So I just wanted to make sure that was clear. I got that clear. I got that. Right?
Ash, you could admit that the sour cream is the fucking.
Ashley, she did a great job, but
It's the
you did the
icing
best
on the
part.
cake.
icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you always do that? You always spice up your sour cream? I never had it
No,
like
this
that.
was just called. We've been making this recipe now for a few months. We've never had it like that either, and it's fucking awesome.
Really?
Little garlic salt, juice from a full lime, 2 cups of sour cream, and you whisk it all together, and then you have to let it chill. That's the key part.
Or bind it back up together. Wow.
Nice.
Delish.
Sounds good.
Sounds very good.
Gabe, what's the best thing you had?
Sadly, I've had to eat nothing but bland crap this week because I've got this intestinal issue.
Mm.
Doctor said nothing spicy. Doctor said nothing too fatty. So
Grilled chicken.
actually, I had a good salad. I had a
There
good
you
chicken
go.
salad, and I
Okay.
made it myself.
Dude, sometimes a salad, right? I mean, I order Cobb salad sometimes at some restaurants, and if you order,
Delish.
oh my God, it's a fucking meal. You know what I mean?
I like a good chef salad too, with the egg and the.
Well, the Cobb has the egg,
Yeah.
bacon, everything.
Awesome.
Blue cheese crumbles and chicken and stuff.
Yeah.
It becomes a meal. It's delicious.
But pizza was not the best thing I ate for the first time in a long time.
Pizza
Keep
or
it up.
Shake Shack.
Keep it up.
Or Shake Shack, yeah.
Nice. All right, fellas, we're going to start winding down, right? As we wind down, what do?
I think we hit the mailbag.
We reach
Yes.
into the mailbag.
Brew Crew mailbag.
You've got
So
mail.
if you want to email us at brewcrew@beersandbs.com.
Very good. Very good. I can never get that right. Very good, Michael.
All right.
All right. So our first email is from we have Sean in Manorville.
Sean.
What's up,
Thanks,
Sean?
thanks for writing in, Sean.
What's a pet peeve of yours?
Ooh,
Good question, right?
I got a lot of pet peeves.
All right. Well, just give us give us one.
Go ahead, Mike.
One thing that really burns me is people talking on their phone while they're driving and causing traffic. Like, I don't mind you talk on your phone and driving, but the light turns green. Fucking go, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but like holding their phone or just like
yeah. So,
Why-
you see them holding their phone and like they're in their own world. The light turns green and they're still sitting there on their phone talking.
I can relate to this because I'm pretty sure every car produced since 2012 has fucking Bluetooth in it.
Yes.
Why the fuck are people still holding phones?
They do it all the time, bro.
I'm so glad you brought this up. Keep going though.
Why are you holding a
Keep going.
fucking phone? Put both hands on the wheel and fucking drive, right?
Yeah, hands free.
So you firmly believe that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So about 2 weeks ago, right? about 2 weeks ago, I was outside, cleaning up my yard because I like to keep it clean, right? And this guy cruises by, right? And I stop because I'm like, all right,
Joe.
here comes Joe. Here comes Joe. I mean, like, talk to him. He's
Yeah.
like this. He's like. He's like,
No, I
he's like,
did
Too busy. Too busy.
Bullshit.
You did, yeah.
I gave you the
Bullshit,
the
bro.
national fucking
Bullshit.
I'm on the phone
No,
sign
you were
like
just
this,
like, yo.
bro.
He held his phone up like this. He's like,
I did not hold my
Got no
phone.
time for you. Got no
bro.
time for
And
you
he just
right now.
kept going. And I'm like,
Adrian.
and I'm saying to myself,
You're full of shit.
that's fine. Yo,
I went like this. I'm on
I
the
swear,
phone.
my children, bro, that's exactly what you did. You held your phone up
No.
and you did that and you just kept
Well,
cruising.
all right.
So I'm like,
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. That's my pet peeve.
I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, that's weird because I'm like, this guy, first of all, this guy's a tech. I call him
Guru,
James
No,
Bond.
right.
I was.
I call him James Bond. This
I'm
guy's
surprised
got
he didn't
that.
have the chip in his head yet.
Yeah, he's got it all.
I was talking wirelessly at hands free and all that.
Okay,
I might have just did that to be like, oh, I'm on the phone. Of course I would stop. Bro. I was on a call.
Mike, that's what he did.
He blew by you.
He
And
like this.
All right. So my pet peeve.
So I'm so glad you brought that up, Joe. Thank you.
I don't know. It only bothers me when my wife does this. So I don't know if that's considered a pet peeve. But
Yeah.
She takes her to-go coffee in a regular fucking mug. We have a cabinet full of fucking to-go mugs.
And she has to take the
And
ceramic.
she'll
mug.
get in her car, go to work with a fucking regular mug that we'll never see that fucking mug
Well,
again.
How
ever.
does she drink it?
She holds it. Her car has big cup holders. So
No, but I'm not even saying that. I'm saying, like, a to-go cup. It's got that little,
I know. You
hole.
could close it, open it.
No, she takes the regular mug with her.
She takes the regular.
Does she know you own a coffee shop?
I know. Dude, it drives me fucking bananas. More
Shit,
so
man.
because it's my wife. But
Okay.
love you, babe.
Okay.
Maybe is it your fault? Do you have dispensable coffee cups
Bro,
to go?
if we don't have 25 to-go mugs in our fucking cabinet,
Okay.
we have none.
Nice. Well, at least she's not pretending.
No, that's her
No.
gig. She's
No, I'm
like,
saying, like-
I want the open air fucking mug, bro.
At least she's not doing this. All right, that's all.
What is your pet peeve, Adrian?
My pet peeve, guys.
Adrian.
My pet peeve. I cannot stand. And this goes for my children because I think it's them. I cannot stand the toothpaste. Right, the toothpaste
Yeah.
tube
No cap.
that's got the dried up toothpaste
Oh,
around
bro.
it, and then no cap on it.
I'm with you.
You clean that shit off, right? You squeeze it,
Yes.
clean the fucking gunk off, put it under the fucking sink, clean it nice.
But
3 days later, it's fucking gunked up again.
3 days later, dude, I'm giving it 18 hours. So I'm
Oh,
saying
wow.
like it's the cap is there. Like it's there. It's in the drawer with the toothpaste, and you got the toothpaste tube and you got the cap over there. Why can't you fucking close it?
Bro,
Dude, we
I've
could
held
go
my
on all
kids
day.
captive until someone found the fucking cap to the toothpaste.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Nobody's leaving
this
this fucking house.
until it was there 10 minutes ago. Find the cap. No one's going nowhere until this cap.
Oh, but I didn't do it. Yeah. Let me smell your breath. You definitely didn't do it. You didn't brush your teeth. All right, next.
Yeah.
No, how about when you go to the bathroom and there's the cardboard roll on the fucking roller, right, for the car, and a brand new toilet paper sitting on top of the sink.
Oh man. That-
Yo, you're sitting there taking a shit. You can't fucking take 10 seconds to fucking remove the fucking thing and put a new one
I
on.
know.
I agree with you.
I agree.
I'm with you.
I'm
Like,
glad
what
to
is
hear
that?
that everyone else goes through this shit too.
I actually like have fun, pulling that thing back and throwing it away. You know what I mean? Like,
You have fun?
yeah, it's like, I'm like, ooh, a brand new roll. I get to pull the first sheet. You know what I mean?
Good times.
Like, I don't understand. Why would you put it on the sink?
Okay.
Good times.
Okay. Yes, that's my pet. Thank you, Sean in Manorville.
Sean, you just created a monster.
All right, and we have one of our returning emailers, big fan of the show, and that's Barbara Mastic.
Bob, we love you, Bob. You know that.
Barbara, you're getting a t-shirt when they're available.
Yes,
Bob, you're
absolutely.
coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Save all your questions for later. Coming on.
And she asks, she actually puts it very simple: white or red wine? White or red wine?
Me? I'm red. Merlot. What is it?
Cabernet,
Sauvignon.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, whatever.
That's a white.
No.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah, Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
Or a Merlot. That's it.
I feel like you just heard these words for the first time in
No,
your life.
I only
Sure?
fuck with 2 wines. Those are the 2 flavors, and that's it. It has to be juicy red wine. To me, white wine is dry. I really don't get it. I don't understand how people drink. There is a rosé, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can fuck with rosé a little bit because it's a little fruity. But
Now, all right. So, all right, Joey, I'll go to you.
I get
So-
cotton mouth.
Simple question, simple answer. Red wine.
Red wine.
Yep.
Okay. Simple question, simple answer. I don't drink wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there it is.
If you had
Now-
to.
No, I can't. I just.
If you had
I wish I had. No, I wish I had to. I wish I could. If I had to.
They're pouring, at a nice meal.
All right. So if I had to, and this is like kind of like goes against what I was about to ask you guys. I guess if I had to, it'd be white because
Really?
white is chilled.
Yeah.
I don't like anything. I don't really
Room
like
temperature?
anything warm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So white is chilled. So I would think white. But I was about to ask you guys. Well, first off, Gabe, what do you drink? Red or white?
I don't drink wine at all. I think it's
No.
bitter. I don't like it, the taste of it whatsoever. White or red, it's just gross to me.
Okay. So I was going to say, is it kind of like feminine to drink white wine? I don't know. You know what I mean?
I'll answer that.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
Because that's why, because to me, I'm
Hesitant
like,
to say it.
I always feel like, listen, I bartended a long time and I never really poured white wine for men. You know what I mean?
You never heard, yo, let me get 2 Pinot Grigios
Yeah, and look,
and a dozen wings.
and that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking that. And I'm being serious. It's only from experience. This is not to single anybody out. This is not to
No, you're
cause a
absolutely right.
problem. I'm just asking because in my experience, and I bartended a long time, my experience, I just really didn't pour white wine for many men.
Yeah.
And therefore if I had to drink it, you're like gun to my head. And I'm like,
White wine.
let me get a white wine.
You know what's good? It's a really old school Italian thing. a half glass of Coke topped off with red wine.
I've heard of that. I never.
Yeah.
Soda and wine. No.
I don't like wine at all.
Sangria. You ever do a good sangria? Yo,
Yeah, I
at
mean,
Don Quixote's sangria.
Fresh fruit in there.
Or-
That picture they bring over.
or
Oh my God.
Coyotes.
What is it?
Or
Yeah.
Coyotes.
Don Coyotes.
Boone's Farm.
That's
Boone's
the
Farm. My God.
yeah, that's the old school shit, right?
Yeah, Strawberry Hill.
Yeah.
What was the stuff that we used to drink, Mike? Like 16.
Oh, yeah.
Everclear?
No.
No. What was that stuff called?
Zima.
No.
It came in like
this
it was.
fruity shit. It looked like
Yeah.
a flask on.
Yes. Yes. What was that called?
I don't know, but we used to
Bartles and
drink
James?
the whole thing
No,
down.
it was like that.
Oh,
What the hell was that called?
oh my God! You gotta give me some time. I'll think about it.
That's gonna.
Yeah, we used to buy from the pizzeria.
Yeah.
Oh.
Any idea?
Was it fruity?
It was fruity. It was like in a flask bottle.
It was like a pinkish red, right?
yeah, it
Mad
was
Dog?
fruity.
What?
Mad Dog 2020?
No.
Great question, Barbara.
Yeah, Barb.
Yeah, so that's it. Those are our brew crew email. And Joe, what's our email again? I know Mike said it, but what's our email?
It's brewcrew@beersandbs.com. Shoot us an email. We check them daily. Shoot us a DM on any of the social media platforms, and we will add you to the list, and we'll discuss what you have to ask.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Very good, guys. Episode 11 in the books.
Hey, I just want
Cheers.
to give a shout out to our Brazilian listeners. We have a bunch of Brazilian listeners out there. We appreciate you just as much as you appreciate us. Your Brazilian hair wax and butt lifts and
Yeah.
all that shit. Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you very much.
Joey just sent the email. Send us some pics.
Yeah. Okay. Gabe, as always, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Gabe, couldn't do without you, buddy. All right.
No problem.
Episode 11 in the books, fellas.
Amen.
All right, guys.
See you next
Everybody,
week.
have a good night, and let's stay safe in the rain.
All right. Get home safe.
All right.
Peace.
Good night.
Cheerio.